my dear Leos. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of April with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And I'm reading in the order of the signs that show the channel most love in March. Love readings by liking, commenting, subscribing, becoming members, and watching the ads. So thank you so much, Leo. And if you want to help out the channel without watching ads, you can become an extended member to the channel and get these readings ahead of time and ads free. And news is that I'm now doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to my channel and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check this out through the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. And this will be a love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus, Vedic or tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. And I usually read for the empath side of the story within this dynamic. But also remember that the other person holds up a mirror of your own shadow. So use your intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. And this reading is dedicated to ELVE that made a donation for Leo. Thank you, ELVE. It's so appreciated. And I will start shuffling your cards. And I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. Okay. So, when I open your deck here, I see the Knight of Swords with the Three of Wands. It almost seems like someone has refused to communicate with you in a proper way, Leo. Okay. So, I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have Justice together with Three of Wands. I'm thinking you might have had like a tendency to chase this person down the road before, but now you definitely want equalness. You also might be dealing with, we saw Gemini, this is Libra or an Aquarius or another fire sign. It doesn't have to be like that. It's just the personality that the people in the reading here is displaying right now. And I think you have learned from this relationship to put up certain boundaries and to realize a little bit better what fairness and justice is. But you're still on this journey, I'm feeling. So, I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have a lot of anxiety. And it might come over you due to people seems to really not be on your side or not really have your best interest at heart, actually wants to almost attack you, or I'm seeing like a hit and run, but it doesn't have to be in a love relationship. It can be a person that just find amusement in hitting people in their surrounding with their power, and then moving on to the next one. So it can be like a boss just telling you some like words that really penetrate into your heart, or someone. We saw the Justice card, someone with authority that might use their authority over you to kind of, give you a hit like this. So I'm seeing a lot of anxiety, and you have a hard time being strong in your conviction, and maybe have a hard time to stand tall in your own energy and protect that energy is what I'm feeling. Okay. So, I'm seeing one of your candle is about to suffocate itself there as well. So, 6 elements. And here we have the Five of Pentacles in reversed with the moon here in reverse. You really need to look at situations that have been painful throughout your life, and you haven't been treated fairly. You might have been rejected or made feel very small or insignificant, and like you have almost, maybe it happened when you were small, you couldn't really help that other people made you feel even smaller and more insignificant, and that your voice didn't really have any saying, or you weren't entitled to have any rights. It's almost like that. And now you are entitled to see to your rights, but you might not know if you are allowed to by the universe and spirits. I'm really feeling you're living in the shadow of this, and you need to deal with it. So if you have people in your surrounding that does this, it's almost like they're coming and ransacking your village and then just moving on, maybe ransacking the next village. Maybe you need to say something. Okay, so 6 elements, earth, wind, yes, healing in the reversed, or star card in the reversed. People are kind of doing the opposite thing of healing. They are not cooperating, not treasuring the spiritual bond between you and them. 8 of Wands, Queen of Cups. I'm feeling you have been a little bit too understanding, a little bit too empathic, a little bit too honest, a little bit too like laying it out for these people, or you really try to be good, and it makes you an easy victim, basically. Okay, so you shouldn't, like, if a person is vicious and comes to steal your stuff, don't immediately carry all the stuff out into the yard and help them load their the car with all the things that they have stolen from other villages. So this is definitely your shadow. So it's a side to you that you really don't want to take in. You want to be this pure-hearted, like the lamb that's almost being brought to slaughter, when really you are the lion. Self-love is needed, also courage and conviction, like that you're allowed to make mistakes, you're allowed to try different things, you don't have to keep yourself in line. 6 of Wands. These both are about winning, and it's about righteously winning over people that's trying to steal your stuff. Okay, so don't let them steal it, or if they steal it, it's kind of fine, because then they have stolen it, and it's maybe you can put the police on this matter. But when you can do something about it, do something about it. When you can't do anything about it, then you say, I have no complaints whatsoever. So it's a kind of giving up the anxiety and the resistance inside of you that, this shouldn't have happened, this person shouldn't have behaved like this, where is the justice in the world? I have no complaints whatsoever. Okay, whatever happens is fine, but that's when you can't do anything about it, or when you need to calm yourself down. But in the moment you actually can take out your your basket with arrows and your now I've forgotten where this is the name on it's the one shooting the arrows anyway, bow probably, and so you take out that and you defend your village. Okay, so and the arrows is of course words, how we are defending ourselves in a civilized society with words, not with weapons, really. But this has really broken your heart, and it's not just this one time, and it's actually your sense of giving that's always being broken. You give and you end up broken-hearted. I had the best intentions. I really gave all my love. I was honest in this situation, and they just took my stuff anyway. Yes, because they are thieves. You need to protect you against thieves. Okay, Leo. So I'll see if I can do something about that candle. So now it got its breath back, and I will tune in. To you and the person most on your mind and your relationship in April. This is the new bottom of the deck. 3, the Empress. You're still allowed to give to the world. Just don't don't hand it out to thieves. It's almost what I'm feeling here is a wish that nature would be able to defend itself. Let's say that someone wants to come and chop down a national park forest, and there's nothing between the machines and the forest. I wish the nature could defend itself, and I wish the same from you, that you would be able to defend yourself. And here we have like some kind of miser, a person that don't know what they want, they don't know who they are, they don't know what they like. So maybe they're not really thieves, they're just super confused people. So when they have nothing else to do, they kind of waste time with stealing people's stuff, because they don't know what they want and they don't know who you are and who they are. So it's almost like a little bit like zombies, or people that feel very lost in this world in one way or the other. So this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. Here we have your feelings towards them, the bond between you two, their feelings towards you. This is your behaviors and attitudes towards them, the outcome for April, and their behaviors and attitudes towards you. So we start with the situation, 9 of Swords. So I'm feeling you are kind of tormented on a daily basis, and you try to just cope. That's what I'm feeling. 9 of Swords in reversed. If someone else would walk a mile in your shoes, they would probably feel like radiation burns on their skin with all the pain. But you just, so it's a little pain. We need to carry it and have a positive attitude and pretend like everything is kind of fine. What else to do? I'm stuck in this situation. And this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. That if you ignore them, they will go away. So this is maybe a natural reaction towards robbers and thieves, that okay, take my wallet, but let me live. Okay, so you just try to get some peace and quiet, like just let me live in peace and quiet. If you don't want me, if you don't love me, don't spend time here and stealing my stuff, but rather go away and never come back. And the 4 of Swords is, again, it's a Libra energy. So you're working a lot with justice, but the 4 of Swords is at least in the reverse. So I'm thinking you don't care too much about the other person's justice or not, because maybe you have realized with small parts of you that they actually are this thief, and they have given you a lot of heartache and pain in the past. And but I'm still feeling like you're just it's like you're going out and giving like some meat to the bear, going inside the house again and hoping that the bear will go away. It will come back, it will want more stuff from you. So that's not the right way to deal with things if you want situations to go away. But I definitely feel like you don't want war. So maybe you just take a lot of bullshit. So people will leave you alone, but they just feel, this person takes a lot of bullshit. We can give them some more. We can give them more bullshit. We can do this towards them. We can torment them with this. I think you need to show these people or this person that they mess with the wrong one. Okay, there's going to be hell to pay. There's going to be consequences, because that will maybe make them think twice before they try to come and steal your stuff again. So I'm animal friendly. Don't kill the bear. Okay, it's just a story, and this is what's on their mind about you. They want to have your stuff. They feel like you're a very rich person and they want your stuff. You have so much to give it to them. So if you are this big forest, this enchanted forest, and a person wants to, like if they could own this forest in their own pocket, they would be really rich. So they want what you have, but they don't want to give you like pay you justly for it. It's like no price you could pay for an enchanted forest, but maybe if you, instead of chopping all the trees down, putting the money in your pocket, you could become the gardener of this forest, you know, help out the animals and clean the creek or whatever is necessary, like being a part of, instead of just stealing from. But this person is almost jealous and set on stealing, is what I'm feeling. So the rhyming guide again. And here we have the bond between you two. So when it's a party, lighthearted and fun, and you have stuff to give, this person is coming. It's like flies towards honey, okay, or the bear towards your dustbins. And this money-hungry person seeing this enchanted forest, they just need to have it. And not only your forest, you know, from village to village. And this is your feelings towards them. All this love, so beautiful, but so unnecessary. You need to be able to determine when a person is there, you know, they want the best for you. And when a person is there to steal your stuff, you should have two different, you know, mindsets when dealing with this people, not the same mindset. Oh, how can I help? How can I give you even more? You need to put like a boundary. And you aren't, because here you are open-hearted, like this luscious enchanted forest, ready to give whatever and have no defense whatsoever. And this is the other person's feelings towards you. So they're not going to help you with your enchanted forest. They can steal it and try to steal the magic from it, trying to put it in a jar or in their bank or in their pocket. But they can't, they won't help you and you know, helping you grow or helping you get more solidity in your life or a better foundation. This is not a helpful energy. They are not trying to do good, and it's because they don't have hope. They don't see the magic. Actually, today I was going on a walk. It was a really nice weather. We still have some ice on the puddles on the road. And when I looked straight on the puddles, they were, you know, white ice, a little bit see-through in the middle. But when I walked past them, I saw from the corner of my eye, they having this radiant blue and yellow color. And I giggled for myself and I thought, maybe if humans had different eyesight, this is how beautiful the world would look. This is how radiant it would be. So it's more about in the eye of the beholder. And this person can't look at this enchanted forest and telling that it's enchanted, because this person doesn't have any hope. They don't have any dreams. They don't have the fantasy. They live in a very harsh world, in a cruel reality where it's eat or be eaten kind of thing. And you are this enchanted forest, and you have this beautiful outlook on the world, and it's shiny and it's new and it's sparkling in many different colors, and you're valuing it. You want to honor it and, you know, share it and make it even more abundant, you know, putting everything in order, helping it to grow. And so you're not on the same page. It's not that these are a difference in souls. These are equally beautiful souls, but one is without hope and is malicious, and the other one has a lot of hope and is becoming the victim to the malicious person. This is your behaviors and attitudes. This is great. Okay, so you're trying. You're learning from this person, actually. You're learning some backhand tricks. You're learning to take revenge. You're learning to pick up that basket with arrows and tense your bow and aim towards your target. So you're giving back. So I'm happy with that. And because you're now protecting your enchanted forest. But emotionally in your heart, you would just want them to love you and cherish the beautiful things in life. And in your mind, you would just want them to leave you alone and not come and do these attacks upon you. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. And we actually have a 6 of Cups. So it might be that the table will turn. That in the moment when you pick up the axe or the arrow or the sword, the fight becomes balanced, and your perpetrator tries better ways to get your honey. Okay, the bear, instead of trying to kick down your door when it sees that you're standing and saying, no, now you behave, darn bear, and it might, run away to the edge of the forest. And then you can have a more equal relationship. Maybe don't feed the bear, though. It's not a good idea. It's a powerful animal. It's sweet, and I studied this a little bit because there has been studies made here in Sweden where they have tracked bears and really tried to get in front of the bear and counter the bear. But the bear is always taking big roundabouts from the humans. But when you feed them, they might come into situations where you actually will have an encounter that usually ends up with the bear running away. But they have the power to actually hurt a human. So we should be a little bit careful with how we treat wild animals. So don't keep your trash out. And this is not a story about bears. You can write this, you can turn this fairy tale, making it about that troublesome lover of yours, or that friend that's always seems to borrow a lot of stuff from you, never give anything back, or that government agent that's really doesn't have the best at heart for you. So you need to be able to identify this, and don't put your trash out, so that they will be intrigued and have something to they come with the flies is not coming, not to your honey but to your trash. So don't leave your trash out, don't leave your honey out. Just be a little bit more careful with what kind of energy you give out. And what do I mean with that? It's basically you need to become more protective. You shouldn't just be like an open book for everyone to see. That's I think this what the divine is trying to say here when it's showing me these pictures. Maybe you can interpret it even better because you know your life in comparison to what I'm saying. So this is the outcome for April. So with the 6 of Cups here and the Ace of Cups, when you actually don't give in to the situation, put up a fight, take forward your sword, the person wants to make peace with you. So you just need to show some teeth in this situation, and things will settle. It will calm down. The person will, appreciate your enchanted forest, and leave your trash alone. So I'm going to see what would they say to you if they dare to tell you the truth. I have a lot of insecurities, so that's the reason why they steal things in the first place, because they have a lot of insecurities and no hope. So we have already kind of seen that with this person. And they're scared of showing vulnerability, and you have done nothing but showing vulnerability. And this person probably thought you were crazy for doing this, like you are going too close to the edge, you will fall down, this is dangerous. And they were partly right and partly wrong, because a person that shows a lot of vulnerability is also tremendously strong. And it's what I sensed here, that you can take so much crap that, people can do endlessly bad things towards you, and you won't maybe even notice because it's day-to-day business. This is how it is for you. And you carry a lot of crap and a lot of trauma and injustices and other things in a way that other people wouldn't tolerate it. As I said before, they would have radiation burn a few hours in your skin. But you are so strong, you're carrying this. It's no biggie for you, but you actually don't have to do it. You can say stop. And you can give this vulnerability to the people that actually have shown that they are worthy of it. Don't invite people to the enchanted forest until they have showed who they are, and that their worthiness. They need to show worthiness. Don't open your arms to just anyone here. So this person needs to learn from you and see that it's not dangerous to show vulnerability, and you need to learn that kind of their point of view, that you need to have boundaries. You need to protect yourself against bad people. And it has always been you, and that might be why we have this surprise element of Ace of Cups and Six of Cups here. Because even if the person might have been treating you like trash in many ways, because they didn't have any hope, when they scratch under the surface, they see that it has always been you, that they probably loved you from the start because of your enchantments and your beauty as your soul, like your soul is so beautiful. And it has always been you. They feel a very deep soul connection towards you. And I'm feeling this stare is this relationship, spiritual development for the future. So this beautiful thing to come out of these situations, but you need to make your enemy into kind of the nice, well-trained puppy instead of the scary bear that wants to kind of, I'm feeling like a hostage situation. Give me your trash. Okay. And this is what you want to tell this person. I'm healing my broken heart. Yeah. We have all the time in the world. So this is a little bit with the denial that I see here, that you can't deal with these issues. You don't want to trample around in your wounds that are, really vulnerable and open, and, vulnerable also to infection and like even more trauma. You just don't want to step around in it. You just want some peace and quiet to heal. And a little bit further into the reading here, these cards. I have father issues. That might be why you don't have any boundaries. Trying to get close to the father archetype, that can be, in its worst case scenario, cold and cutting, and like a very individualistic entity. So this can be authority. For example, that you will have certain issues with different authority. It can be police, or it can be the government, or whatever. Let's say that if you were accused for something from the police, you would give them like your whole life and be an open book, and they would maybe take that as this person is guilty because they are yapping out with us and showing all this stuff, and it would be really easy to target this person as the true suspect because they have given us such much thing to go on. So help the police, but don't let them search through your trash if they don't have the warrant. So I'm definitely feeling you have been very open towards people to have something created at all. If it's only you standing there with your enchantment, but no one to see it or treasuring it, it's like it doesn't exist. So you need to be seen by this other person, and it's obviously this father archetype. So trying to get close to it with being really pure, really honest. Like there's a poem, I don't know, I think it's a Swedish poem, so it's really hard to interpret it, but it's a flower that's being trampled on by the wonder of this path. It's very strong and beautiful poem, but it's hard to give it justice right now. But I'm feeling you are offering yourself up to be this flower trampled by a lot of feet, just because you want to have this attention. I needed to learn from my own mistakes. Yeah, definitely. And we can see it's this kind of energy here. Your mistakes of giving too much, and what you learned was to also become a little bit more malicious, to have this in your toolbox. Not always, if there's a bear in your garden, put yourself in the trash and let the bear eat you. It's not common sense, okay? But you have done this, but you have learned from these mistakes as well. So that's a good thing. I never felt like this before. I actually feel like this is from this other person. I think you have felt like this many times before with this love here. And you probably have felt this anger as well. But you haven't made anything of it because you are so strong. You could carry the pain and not make things worse. Like, I don't want to make matters worse. So I feel this is coming from this person. I never felt like this before. It has always been you. I think you have awoken hope in this person. They lived in a very cruel world before they met they kind of stumbled upon your enchanted forest there. And now they have hope for a better world. So see what the divine has to say with the outcome for this relationship. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I think there's a possibility that this won't be the one for you, that there's more options. So if this person doesn't get their thing together, you have other friends, you have other relatives to turn to, other lovers, okay? So keep an open mind, and maybe look into certain issues as if you have a hard time loving the nice guy or the nice girl, it might be because you have these father issues. So if you lack the male archetype inside yourself, you're going to fall in love with inmates, okay? Because that's the strongest the antidote to your giving away your stuff is the thief, and so you might fall in love with the thief. And if you want to heal, you need to install the more, at least the protection from the thief inside yourself. And maybe keep an open mind that maybe the people that you are attracted to aren't, really good for you at all times. There might be like better people, people that's actually nice, that don't steal your stuff. Even if you, hand it out, they don't steal it. They honor you. They know that you are an enchanted forest. But it might be that this would be a yucky situation because you're too open. So if another person comes that's equally open, it would just be like a bit puddle of water here. So playfulness and soulmate. So if you go with this other person here, you need to tread carefully because this person is a rabbit. They are easily scared, okay? And they easily for them to lose hope as well. So try to not put all the burdens of this, like giving them a work list on how to maintain the enchanted forest. Don't do that. Don't suffocate the person with you need to commit to me forever and ever, and we are never going to be separated ever again. You can't do that because this person is already overwhelmed. They think the world is a hostile, harsh place. And if you it's one more straw in this camel's back, it will break, is what I'm feeling. They have just found their hope. Try to keep it lighthearted. Try to keep it fun. But don't do anything or give anything that you don't want to give. Or that would make you feel like the trash that the bear wants to eat. So, but yes, this is your soulmate. But it might not be the person that you will end up with. It depends a little bit. Because it feels like your healing is maybe going a little bit more faster than this person's healing, and it's easy for them to be thrown back in time and to have to start all over. And in that case, you will not have a chance to meet because you will be on such a distance from each other. And this might be, we have all the time in the world, might indicate that this might need to solve in another lifetime if that happens. But if you, by miracles and prayers and, intent, it depends on what you want. You need to decide what you want. The meeting happens. Try to keep it lighthearted, fun, maybe even casual. And see too that to nurture your own forest and your own garden. And the person can be invited in, but don't give them assignments that this is your assignment for ever after, that you are going to have to do this task in the enchanted forest, both for your own sake and for the other person's sake, because you need to stand individualistic to learn more about not letting people treat you like trash and being able to protect yourself. So don't let the person all the way into your enchanted forest and giving them a chance to really, really hurt you. And also this other person, as I said, they are a rabbit. So you will just see the ears flopping away when they run over the hills. Over the hills and far away. Is that your song? Fun. Over the hills. I'm not sure what this song is. I'm thinking it's an older song. And far away. It can be maybe something from Scotland or Ireland. I don't know. The hills and far away. Okay. So what do their soul wants to say to you? Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. I'm thinking the biggest problem here is trust. Because you don't only have father issues, you have trust issues, and you're trying to enchant this person with your enchantment love, but it's also a price to be paid, because if you're opening up to this person, you also want to kind of fall into their arms, and they should become the father. So either you're male or female, and so try to be your own father. And you don't have to trust the person. Trust yourself that you will be able to see when things go south and call it off. So keep it lighthearted and fun. Invite it might be a new love even that comes in, and see where it goes. Don't give away all the codes to your heart or all your secrets. Try to be a little bit more like a secret book. Okay, so my dear Leos, I hope this helps. I would urge you to watch the True Thoughts and Feelings readings for your sign, Leo, in the True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. That will probably tell you more about this story. You can also watch the What Do They Want to Have Happen Between You Two in the same playlist, or in the playlist with the same name. What do they want to have happen between you?
Jet planes in the night sky with you.
Today, if you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective.
Getting high in the sunrise with you.
The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level, and you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button, where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you're still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude.